it's you. I thought that might be you. Welcome everybody to the big city. Do you know what city this is? It's the Sometimes Vlog! Yeah! 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 It's a vlog that happens sometimes. Welcome everybody to downtown Los Angeles, California. You can see there's all these happy, super friendly people getting really excited about everything that I have to say and do. Like this guy, George! And over here, George Light, also known as Oscar.
George Light.
Oscar, how much do you love the fact that everybody says you look like George and you guys look alike?
I love it a lot.
You love it a lot? How about you, George? Do you love it?
Sure, why not?
George and son of George. I'm sorry that it's a little windy here between these giant buildings. Today I am down here in downtown Los Angeles because that is where Oscar lives. Oscar lives in downtown LA. He is working on editing a video for me called, well, never mind what it's called, but he's working on editing a video for me while I'm waiting for reinforcements to arrive for my computer problems to be solved. And George decided to roll with me down to downtown LA and enjoy the sights, the sounds, and the oh so wonderful and so myriad smells. What are you guys doing? Come on guys, come with me. Now George and Oscar here, they may look similar in that they both have glasses. I think George's head is a little more square than Oscar's. They may look similar, but these guys are actually polar, complete opposites. For one thing, George here loves Batman, but he loves Batman too much. He loves Batman so much that he even loves the Joel Schumacher movies. You were just trying to defend, it's really windy, we gotta come over here. You were just trying to defend Batman and Robin to me, were you not? Like 5 seconds ago.
It's a great movie.
Oscar over here claims to hate Batman. He's like, you don't even like Batman, like as a concept. I'm not even a fan of Batman. Yet,
Lies.
A, nobody hates Batman, and B, he's got a papercraft Batman helmet in his room.
It looks cool.
You're building a Batman mask because you hate Batman.
So he likes Batman.
He loves Batman, bro. And then this guy loves Batman too much. You're lying. Something's wrong with that. So you're a fan of Jar Jar Binks and you're a fan of "You're not going to take me to the cooler." I have the worst.
Let's kick some ice.
I have the worst Arnold impersonator.
Stay
Come on.
cool,
You're not going
boy.
to. What is that?
Kill the dinosaurs.
The Ice Age!
The Ice Age!
Oh my gosh, you guys are best
So
friends.
cool.
You guys
You're
claim
so
to disagree,
good.
but you're the same. But speaking
So
of Batman, we are standing somewhere super cool. This is Gotham City right here. Oscar happened to casually mention that just down the road from his house and right next to his FedEx office store, right next to his FedEx, right next to his FedEx office store, is a Gotham City Batman filming location. Oscar, which Batman movie are we dealing with? George's favorite Batman and Robin movie?
No, I'm gonna have to go with Dark Knight Rises.
The Dark Knight Rises! Were you a fan of The Dark Knight Rises?
Absolutely.
See, that's a good movie.
Bale sucks.
Now listen, I like... Wait, what did you just say?
Christian Bale sucks. Worst Batman ever.
Christian
With the
Bale
throat
sucks?
cancer? Where are the other drugs? That doesn't work.
Where are the other guys?
That's not...
Where's Rachel?
See?
Where's Rachel? Where's Rachel? Where's Rachel? Where is he? Where are the other guys going? Where are all the guys going? Right here is the scene in The Dark Knight Rises where Batman's running away from all the cops on his bat pod. And he turns down this alley right here, and the cops surround him. I'm sorry for the wind, hold on a second. All of the cops surround him in this alley right here, and they tell him, what do they tell him, Oscar? Oscar's gonna narrate the scene. What happens? So Batman's cruising down the road.
Street right here.
Okay.
You can see the FedEx office.
Down Wilshire Boulevard, right? Is that where we are?
Yep. And
Okay.
then he turns down Lebanon.
Uh-huh.
Here, this alley.
Lebanon, you can see that on the sign. That's how you know it's true, because there's a sign that says it. Okay, yeah, okay.
Movie.
He turns down Lebanon.
And the cops all circle around this area.
Uh-huh.
And the cop says, "Don't worry, there's no place he can go."
Don't worry, there's no place he can go. Because every time a cop says that in a movie, you know the bad guy or the guy they're chasing is totally getting caught. And then it's all pitch black dark down there, right? The way I remember it, and all the lights come on, zoom, and Batman flies the bat. That little helicopter cool thingy that he has. Out of here, past these buildings and up past this building. Oscar, you're not even paying attention.
Uh-oh.
So Batman flies out of here. Over. See, now everyone's got deja vu, and he goes just past this building, right?
Yep, and you can see that.
You can see this in the shot.
You see that in the shot, yeah.
So this right here is the alley Batman gets surrounded in. So hold on a second, really quick. Let's go walk around and go over there. Let's go into that alley. So really quick, hey, that's the crazy guy. That guy right there that just walked out was the guy in this car, and he was like going all against traffic and getting all crazy.
Oh, that was him.
You guys don't know, but we know. So let me get this straight. You're not a fan of Batman. What are you a fan of? Like, what would you say? You're like a superhero guy. I'm losing my voice.
Flash.
Thanks, Christian
The
Bale.
best part of the movie was when the Flash showed up.
The Flash.
Okay, you're a big fan of the Flash.
That's a spoiler. though.
Barry Gordon, Brian
Oh,
Allen.
that is a spoiler.
Brian Adams, my favorite.
Brian
Flash.
Adams, your favorite Flash.
Yeah.
And what else? Superwoman probably or something?
No, the Green Lantern.
The Green Lantern. All the weird ones. Yet you
the
can
Flash could kill Batman in a
Like
second.
stuff and hate Batman.
Yet you can tell us exactly. Run! Run! It's yellow! It's legit! Oh my gosh, that hurts my foot. Ow! Look at these guys! Stuck on the other side of the street like nincompoops while I walk around very loudly exclaiming to my heart's content. Look at you! Suckers! Stuck across the street while I'm alone with no friends. Oscar doesn't like Batman. Yeah, he can, oh my leg. He can precisely tell us where everyone is standing in the scene from the Batman movie he claims not to like. I'm gonna call he likes Batman. Look at this, right here. Lebanon Street, AKA the Gotham City Alley. Dun, 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 dun. Just think about it. This is a place from a movie that millions of people, minus Oscar, love right there. I'm gonna try and catch my breath, breathe, and let you take a look at this. This little skinny street. In the movie, it actually does look like an alley. It looks like it dead ends right there, but it doesn't. It's totally open back there. Kind of creepy. So this is where the Bat takes off and flies up to the sky. Now let me ask you guys a question really quick. How do we feel about the Bat? You guys remember that movie, The Dark Knight Rises, the third one with Bane? Hey, it's me, Bane. I sound nothing at all like Sean Connery from Saturday Night Live. It's me. Tyler almost ruined that movie for me because the second we got out of that movie, he's like, dude, I held on to it the whole time. Like right after we saw the end of the movie, he comes outside and he's like, I held it in the whole time, so I didn't want to ruin the movie for you while you were watching it, but let's not stand on formality, Mr. Wayne. It's me. That's not what your mother said last night, Mr. Wayne. Like brought up the whole Saturday night. Anyway, how do we feel about the Bat?
I think it's awesome.
Do you think the Bat's awesome?
Yeah.
The Bat Wing, 1989 Tim Burton Batman movie, like my favorite Batman
Don't
flying
agree. You
machine.
don't like
That
Batman.
was cool.
No, that one's cool,
That's
bro.
looking.
Oh, you guys are gonna fight. Fight after the vlog. Fight after. But the Bat, a lot of people didn't like it. They're like, what is that thing? It looks like an insect. Did you think it was cool? The Bat.
I thought it was cool.
It was pretty cool. Okay,
Well,
a Batman hater claims to like the Bat.
A lot of people felt the same way about the Batmobile.
Which
the
one?
Tumbler.
The Tumbler?
Yeah.
I like the
I think
Tumbler.
it's cool.
The Bat, I was a little more like,
It's a modern twist of the whole story.
I couldn't handle the Bat at first. I was like, when I got the toy for my son at first, I was like, is this cool or not cool? But the movie, it kind of won me
So
over.
cool, man.
It kind of won me over. The only problem was Bruce Wayne leaves it on a rooftop, leaves Gotham, gets his back broken, the whole thing by Bane. You had time to watch it. Don't complain about spoilers. I hear you out there. And he leaves it on a rooftop. Meanwhile, mobs of people are all over Gotham City looting and rioting and doing whatever it is that they do. By the way, you guys, you don't understand the kind of smell that we are experiencing here. So all these looters and rioters are going crazy. The Bat's on top of this building the whole time, and none of them ever find it.
Yeah.
They break into every room and find every guy. They find Commissioner Gordon. No, they don't ever find him, but they find everybody else. They find Morgan Freeman, which there he is right there. And they do all this stuff, but they never find a freaking crazy military helicopter up on the roof.
Yeah.
Let's talk about this guy right here. Look, it's Commissioner Gordon. You see how much that guy actually did look like him? Like Gary Oldman? That was Gary? We could always hope, right? I thought maybe for 1 second he'd be like, yes, it's me, Gary Oldman. I totally talk like this. Probably, as far as you know, Sid Vicious. Exterminate.
Okay.
You never saw Sid and Nancy?
Yes,
It's cool.
I did.
There's a
What?
Even I saw that.
Do you like punk music?
kind of.
Kinda. Anyway, we're gonna skip over that. So what did you think about the Bat? I thought the Bat was pretty cool. Either way, the Bat was right here. Now we can actually move forward. I forgot why I was just standing still right there. Is that a banana peel?
Yes.
There's a banana peel in a trash can! All of my childhood cartoon fantasies have come to life. A banana peel in a trash can. Oh look, there's cops down here. Do you think if I keep screaming that the cops would be excited about it? Hold on, guys. Where do you reckon the Bat would have been? Like about
Right here.
About here in the alley? Were
yeah.
you here when they filmed it?
No.
Okay, well, right about here if we stand here, we can live out our fantasies of being Batman. So basically, the Bat Pod, that's what it's called, right? How do you know what it's called, bro?
Get off the Bat Pod.
He
Gets
knows
off the Bat
everything
Pod.
about it, but he claims to
Then you go.
Gets
you
in the
climb
Bat.
it.
But what happened to the Bat Pod?
You leave it there.
But
The
then,
bomb exploded.
what?
Or maybe you call Catwoman.
Yeah, what happened to the freaking Bat Pod in the movie?
But they weren't allies yet.
Huh? What happened to the Bat? Okay, well, let's not worry about what happened. Let's not worry about the plot holes. For the sake of the movie, Batman stands right here and says, I'm getting in my bat. Ha cops, you're saying that I'll never escape, but I'm totally gonna escape, like I did every other time. Just tell me one thing, Oscar. Where are the other drugs going? Why didn't you throw this in the trash right there?
Oh yeah,
You had a perfect opportunity to throw that away. Instead, you just carried it around with you like you
I'm gonna
didn't want
recycle
to.
it, I think.
Okay. I just want to say for the record too, I picked up George at his house and I was like, dude, let me pee. And he's like, oh, I would totally let you in my house to pee, but excuse. And I was like, that's cool. And made me go to a Taco Bell where we had to pay and be a customer to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, but you wanted to buy.
Wait, for the sake of the story.
You wanted to buy a soda
For
anyway.
the sake of the story.
You wanted to buy a soda anyway.
For the sake of the story. And then I showed up to Oscar's house and there were games, a puppy, Mountain Dew, and his wife gave me a gluten-free cupcake.
In other words, I got to step my game up.
You gotta step up your game, bro. I can't. Everyone's having a hard enough time telling you guys apart. I gotta pick which one of you is gonna be my new best friend.
I provide you something
and
so much
Oscar,
more valuable.
I gotta tell you.
I provide you something
Oscar's
so much
winning.
more valuable.
What?
Friendship.
No, but Oscar's also providing friendship in
Yeah,
the
but
form of
he's-
cupcakes. Well, what the heck is that? That was a car. I thought it was my pacemaker. Oh jeez! Oh jeez! Oh jeez!
Gary Oldman.
Oh jeez! Was Gary Oldman? Gary! Come back to me, Gary! Okay, the point of this vlog isn't just to show the Batman thing. I'm legitimately losing my voice. How do you think Christian Bale did all that for like that long in a movie?
I don't know, it was stupid.
Whatever.
You should have never done it.
All right, that wasn't the point of the vlog. The point of the vlog is actually around the corner here on, what is this? What's this street right here?
I don't know.
On Big City Avenue, right across the street is something I
7th
thought.
Street.
What is it?
7th.
7th?
Yeah.
How do you know? What if it's 8th and you just counted wrong?
Never mind.
All right, we're going across the street. I want to show you something I think is pretty cool. Now, one could say that the downtown area of the city of Los Angeles is a city back on the rise. For decades and decades and decades, downtown LA was pretty much just known as like just kind of a nuclear wasteland. Like almost everything was empty and abandoned and just kind of nasty down here, like really, really nasty. But lately, it's being gentrified and re-hipsterized and fancified and all this stuff. And now it's a very, very strange mix of people. You can go on one block and it'll be Skid Row, there'll be homeless people everywhere, people asking you for money, people offering you crack, literally cooking things in spoons, which I totally don't understand. Children, ask your parents about that kind of chemistry when you're older. And all kinds of crazy stuff will be happening. And then you'll turn the corner and there's an H&M, a Victoria's Secret, a Bath & Body Works. But the one thing that never really went away from downtown LA ever was business. And you still have all these crazy towers, and here's some new ones on the rise coming up in LA. I don't know what I'm doing, I'm just trying not to lose my voice. You have all these business towers down here and all kinds of crazy companies. For example, I'm standing in front of this building here, the Ernst and Young Plaza. Ernst Stavro Blofeld Plaza. You got Pillsbury in here and worldwide facilities. They just got facilities all over the world, guys. Worldwide. Worldwide, they have facilities. You can do stuff in them. You got Chicago Title. They have their national commercial services here. Here's a fact for you. I actually once worked for Chicago Title Insurance Company. This company right here, I worked for a while. And I worked in a tiny little cubicle, a tiny little space, actually like sort of a half cubicle in a little tiny closet-sized room with all kinds of guys like this guy dressed in the white shirt with the pants and the very, very uncomfortable shoes in this little hot room with all these printers doing data entry and then coming up with people's insurance policies and typing out their policies and explaining policies and thinking about policies and talking about legal things. And so I too have worked inside of one of these company business store type places. Now, some of you know me pretty well by now, and you know that that's kind of putting a square peg in a round hole. Such an opportunity for a Georgia Square head joke, but I just don't have the voice for it today. I'm just not that kind of guy. I have always had like the ADD and all the crazy stuff and been more hyper and had too much energy and always been told to calm down and all kinds of crazy stuff like that. And so I never really fit in at jobs like that. I don't excel in an environment such as that. Now this guy behind me, in addition to being a much better dresser than me, probably has skills that I will never be able to acquire. The skill to be able to sit there and concentrate and come up with business things and do elaborate calculations in his head and come up with all kinds of strategies and marketing and wonderful things. I am just not that kind of person, but I've always admired the people who can. That kind of thing is really crazy. However, so you can see I'm not talking poopity poop. I'm not saying anything bad about people who go to work and work at those kind of jobs and do that kind of stuff. Most of these people could probably not do what I do, and I could not do what they do. And you just have to accept that thing, get along, and learn that everybody's different. You can't try to fit everybody in the world into one type of thing, right? And in that spirit, a lot of people have, you know, sort of turned on the whole traditional office thing with the suit and tie and the suitcase and the cubicle. That's sort of become the symbol of the oppression of the modern man. You know, you take the modern man, you crush him with your job and all this stuff. So I'm not talking badly about all of you guys out there who work those kind of jobs. I respect you very much, honestly, because I've tried to do what you do, and boy, did I think that tie was gonna make my head pop off of my body. Look at a cute dog. I'm so distracted. Anyway, in the spirit, this is not me, but in the spirit of these types of jobs and oppressive cubicle type environments crushing the soul of man, one intrepid artist has somehow come to the heart of Bunker Hill Business District in Los Angeles, in downtown LA, and on this Ernst & Young building, managed to implement a piece of art that I think is pretty freaking fantastic. Take a look at this. Just look at this. Look at this. What you will see here is a businessman with his head stuck into the wall. Now I feel like this piece of art probably didn't need all the words I said preceding us taking a look at it. I feel like it needs no explanation. I don't think it takes a genius to tell you what this piece of art means. Now let's back up and see it a little bit more in context over here. You have this huge financial building here. All these different banks are located in downtown LA. And then you've got this guy. Look at that. Now, I don't feel like I need to explain this to you. Like I was saying, I don't feel like anyone needs to explain this piece of art. But if this wasn't visually enough to depress us today, there's a plaque. Now let's read the plaque, shall we? I'll read it to you while we take a look at this guy. They said I had a head for business. They said to get ahead, I had to lose my head. They said be concrete, and I became concrete. They said, go, my son, multiply, divide, conquer. I did my best. There's more than one way to live a life, folks. There's more than one way to make a living. There's more than one way to exist. And as much as I respect people like this guy and all the other people that fill this building and do amazing jobs. I mean, there's insurance companies here that protect people's homes and, you know, put families back into houses and do all kinds of amazing things. All these people have a place and an important job to do. I'm not disparaging that in the least. But there are a lot of people who are forced to live weird lives that they cannot handle. If you think about mankind and all the evolution of human society and mankind running around hunting mastodons and doing the whole spaceship Earth thing and living out in the jungles and whatnot, and then evolving little towns and cities and farming, and then now coming to work in cubicles, things have changed quite a lot in the past couple of 100 years. And is it always for the better? In every case, is it for the better? I don't know. That's what I love about this thing. It's a legitimate, amazing piece of art. So you thought I was gonna make fun of it, but I'm not. I actually really appreciate this. This tells you that some people are supremely happy down here. I used to have this roommate who loved being like a business guy. He loved putting on a student tie and shiny leather shoes, and he like loved it, like full on loved, like look at the texture of my new business cards and look at my whole thing like that. And I am just not that guy. I'm like, I want to go out in the desert alone and like film something or look at something or deliver a package to some weird mafia guys or something. I don't know what I'm into, but I'm just, you know, not this. And it just reminds me of like this, I don't know. There's just more than one way to do things. Don't ever let anybody tell you that you're wrong for dreaming of being free from this. All right, the wind is picking up and it's time for me to go. I Batman screamed myself hoarse. And we've looked at art and appreciated the sad state of affairs for modern man. It's just kind of, it's depressing. This is maybe the most depressing piece of art in the Sometimes vlog. Anyway, if I could boil it all down to a point, some of you are getting offended, like, Justin's talking crap on me because I worked in a cubicle today. No. That's not the point. My point is, not everyone's meant to be in a cubicle. You don't want to be this guy. If being in a cubicle is making you this guy, you should probably go over there and be Batman instead. Always be Batman. And by the way, that's not the only depressing piece of art here. They say this used to be a forest with a lake. You went by so quickly, thinking there's a whole world in between. Actually, I really don't understand that one. If I sit here long enough, all will pass me by, one way or another. World still got four corners. No one speaks alone. It comes out of something. What's still here settles at the edges of this simple place, still waiting to be seen. Says this next to a picture of a bowl. I just wanted to look at Batman stuff. Now I'm depressed. Downtown Los Angeles is depressing. It's depressing here. It's depressing. We should all go home and sleep well.